everybody, thanks for tuning in today. If you tuned in yesterday, then you saw all of our favorite products in our folk art line to use during spooky season. And today we are talking about some of the other fun goodies that we love to craft with for fall and for Halloween. So be sure to stay tuned to comment what you're excited to craft with this year. Caitlin is going to be looking at all your comments and your questions and whatnot. And at the end of our live stream today, she's going to pick one lucky person from the comment section and choose a winner to give some of these fun crafts to. So be sure to tell us what you're excited about, what you didn't know we had, all of that good stuff. We love to hear from you. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. There are a ton of new products that I'm really excited to share with you, and some oldies but goodies that we just love to craft with for Halloween. So starting off, I want to talk about one of our newer products that we just launched this year. It's Mod Podge Multi. So it comes in this 8-ounce bottle. We have a gloss and a matte version, and it is like everything that you've ever wanted in one Mod Podge formula combined. Like I said, we have the gloss and we have the matte. And the great thing about Mod Podge Multi is that you can use it for essentially all of your Mod Podge crafts. It's dishwasher safe, it's machine washable, and you're able to use it for your indoor and outdoor projects. So I want to show you guys a few of my favorite crafts that we created this year using our Mod Podge Multi. This is an adorable little witch pumpkin. We took a faux pumpkin and we used some napkins, and we Mod Podged the napkins directly onto the faux pumpkin, creating this really beautiful seamless design. If you're unfamiliar with Mod Podge, it's America's favorite decoupage medium. And if you're not a painter, you can create some really beautiful painterly looking designs and patterns with Mod Podge. So really fun thing to use with napkins and really any surface that you want. Of course, we used this pumpkin here, but another great way that we use Mod Podge Multi in this craft. So Jessie, one of my fellow content creators, she showcased all of the exciting folk art product that we love to use for Halloween yesterday. She created this super cute witch hat. So what she did is she found a pattern, like a sewing pattern for a witch hat. And whenever it says pretty much to sew seams in the design, she just attached some Mod Podge Multi. She brushed it on with a Mod Podge brush, and you have this really sturdy, durable, cute little witch hat, which looks adorable, if I do say so myself, on this pumpkin. So all of this was created pretty much with Mod Podge Multi. So that's one of my favorites. We love upcycling and reusing what we have around the house, as I'm sure many of you love as well. So these next two are kind of in the theme of that. We took a glass yogurt jar. Sherry Ragsdale painted this with apple barrel multi-surface paint. She cut out these bat wings, and then she adhered it to the jar with our Mod Podge Multi. So cute. This would be really adorable to do in a classroom setting, for a kid's Halloween craft party, to bring your glass jars and to make them into these little treat jars just like this. And it's great for gift giving as well. Love that one. This is one that I made, again, using recycled materials. So I took a piece of cardboard, I cut it down to the size of a frame. This is actually the little head of our black cat here, is an egg carton. So I cut out the circle of the egg carton, I painted a cat's face on it, and then I secured all of the pieces together with our Mod Podge Multi. So super cute, inexpensive, really easy Halloween home decor. You can hang this in your house. You can display this on a bookcase, something like that. Adorable. So again, that's our Mod Podge Multi. Reminding you the great thing about it is that it's indoor-outdoor safe, it's dishwasher safe, it's machine washable, it's everything you've always wanted in Mod Podge, all into one little package for you to just pick up and start crafting. Okay, so that's our Mod Podge Multi. The next thing I want to talk about is our Fragment Effects line. So this is a brand new product that we released this year. Thank you. It has lots of goodies in the line that I want to talk about, but before we start, I just want to remind you guys again, make sure you're commenting what you're excited to craft with this year, what you've already picked up and you're loving, all those good things, because at the end of our live stream, Caitlin is going to choose somebody from the comment section to do a giveaway with. So make sure you're commenting, and then we'll have one lucky winner that will receive some free Plaid goodies. Okay, so this is Fragment Effects. Right here, this is our full line of all of our different colored glass chips. So they come in these 6-ounce jars. They're these great little glass chips. We love to do a ton of different crafts with them. So you can embellish paintings with them. You can create these beautiful mosaic pieces like the one I'll show you right here. Isn't that so cute? Here, I'll kind of move this out of the way so you can see better. But this is actually one of the surfaces. We have a few surfaces in the Fragment Effects line as well. This is one of the surfaces that we have. It's this great little tabletop arch. We drilled a hole into the wood. We painted a little twig from the garden, stuck it in there with some Mod Podge, and then we created this beautiful, very spooky mosaic with our Fragment Effects. So we have the full line of glass chips. We also have a great binder and sealer. So it's a really thin adhesive that you can use for adhering the glass chips to your surface and also sealing it. So it's great 2-in-1. You don't have to worry about sealing it. We also have these really fantastic tools that will help you with all of your projects. So we have these sorting trays, so you can kind of have as many colors out that you're working with as you want. And then we also have this tool and tray set. So this is going to be a bigger tray, a scooper. This is a little silicone brush tool and some tweezers, so you can exactly pinpoint where you want your Fragment Effects to be. And we also have, the fun never ends, we also have some great patterns in our Fragment Effects line. So we have a pattern pack that you can go ahead and pick up. All the designs are laid out for you, so you don't even have to think about it. You can just unwind and create some beautiful mosaics of your own.
And does this work well with any material?
A great question, Caitlin. So it is great for multi-surface usage. So like you see here, this is on a wood canvas. This is actually last month's Let's Paint Live. So this is a wood canvas that we embellished the Fragment Effects onto. Like you saw, that last surface I was playing around with, that is a plexiglass surface, so it works well on plexiglass, on regular glass. This is a beautiful fall leaf that we did with our Fragment Effects. Really stunning home decor, but this is on a paper book. So yes, it is multi, you can put it on a variety of different surfaces. That's a great question.
Awesome.
All right, but I want to show you guys the Fragment Effects a little bit in action. Like I said, this is a painting that we did for last month's Let's Paint Live. I will encourage you guys too, a lot of these great crafts that you see, if you're inspired by any of them, I'm sure that you will be able to find a DIY video that we've created showing you from start to finish exactly how to do these crafts. So like I said, this is a Let's Paint Live if you're interested, but I encourage you guys to follow our social media accounts because that's where we have a lot of these demos for you to view so that you can recreate the look at home. So this is the binder and sealer. Like I said, it's pretty thin. So I'm going to just drop a little bit of it onto my project. And then I have this silicone spreader tool. That's really great alternative to like a paintbrush because the glue is very strong. You don't have to worry about cleaning the bristles of the brush. This silicone spreader tool, you just take like a paper towel and wipe off the excess glue, and then you can use it again and again and again. This is the color Tangerine in our Fragment Effects. I'm going to pour some out into our sorting tray here. And you can just take some into your scoop and dump it directly onto your project, and then move them around exactly where you want with either the spreading tool or the tweezers that also come into that tool pack. It's so easy to do. It's one of those crafts that it takes a lot of time, like a puzzle or something, but it's just so relaxing and you don't have to think about it. You just get to express your creativity.
And can this be purchased in stores or is it online only?
Yes, it can also be purchased at most of your local craft stores. They're definitely available at Walmart and walmart.com. And I don't want to say a retailer, that's incorrect. So Caitlin, if you want to just put in the chat where you can find Fragment Effects, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Okay. So moving on to our next favorite Halloween crafting tools, we're going to talk about Mod Podge Stiffy. So this is one of our very favorite products to use around Halloween because it is an amazing fabric stiffener. Of course, it's in the Mod Podge line, but one of our favorite things to use with Mod Podge Stiffy, we love to make stiffy ghosts. Isn't this so cute? So there's lots of great materials that you can use with Mod Podge Stiffy to recreate this look. This is just some regular sewing fabric that you can find at your local fabric store. Create some kind of groovy, spooky ghost, just like this one. You can also create more of a realistic ghost look with some cheesecloth. So this is, kind of the OG Stiffy ghost here, but isn't it so cute? It looks like it's floating inside the cloche. So this is created with some cheesecloth. What we did is we took a 2-ounce bottle of folk art paint. We placed a little half wood bead dome on top of the paint to kind of create this form. We covered that in some saran wrap, and then we totally drenched our cheesecloth into the Mod Podge Stiffy. So you're going to want to put your Mod Podge Stiffy in something like a bowl or a cup and really drench the cheesecloth, and then just simply drape it over your form. Wait 24 hours for it to dry, and then you can remove it from the form, and then you have this really cute and inexpensive stiffy ghost for Halloween. So we love to talk about stiffy ghosts around Halloween because they're so popular and they are really cute and super, super easy to make. But there's lots of fun Halloween crafts that you can incorporate with Mod Podge Stiffy. Sherry Ragsdale just made some super cute DIY witch hats with Mod Podge Stiffy. She took a paper mache cone and she placed saran wrap over that, and then she used the Mod Podge Stiffy for some black twine and just wrapped it around the entire cone. Same deal, wait 24 hours, remove it from the cone, and you have these super cute little twine witch hats. So adorable. Okay, so the last thing that I want to talk about with you guys today is our gallery glass. So gallery glass has been around for a while now. We have lots of great different formulas of our gallery glass. I was kind of playing with this earlier. This is one of our great gallery glass surfaces. And we also have some free downloadable patterns for you to use. If you go to plaidonline.com, you can look at our beautiful new website. Shout out to the new website. But we have these really great free downloadable patterns. These are just 2 examples, but we have a lot of great seasonal patterns. These aren't even all of the Halloween patterns that we have. They're really just endless, the different designs that we have. But we have some super cute little decals like this. If you're unfamiliar with gallery glass, it's a really great way to create like a DIY faux stained glass look. So we have these patterns. This is another great thing. These are our letting sheets, so it's just this little plastic sheet that you can create all of your gallery glass projects on and then remove them like a cling. So I have this cling just to show you guys this really cute little mushroom. But the great thing that you can do with these guys, you can place them on virtually any glass surface, and you stick them on, and then you can remove them whenever you want. You don't have to do anything to adhere it to your glass surface. They just stick right on like any cling would. So you can place them on mirrors, on windows. This is another really great craft to do with the kids for Halloween. Yeah, so we love, love, love making clings. One of our favorite things to do. You can see here the first step to gallery glass is going to be our liquid letting. So this is our 8-ounce liquid letting. If you've ever seen somebody pipe icing like onto a cookie or something like that, it's a very similar experience, I think at least. It's really relaxing. You just place your pattern under your practice sheet. You pipe the letting out. You wait for the letting to dry 12 to 24 hours. So that's what I did with this guy here. And then I'm going to show you guys how to apply the gallery glass paint inside our letting lines. Thank you. So we're talking about making clings. But before I get ahead of myself, I just want you guys to know all of the super cool options that you can do at home with gallery glass. So just this year, we released 2 very exciting new products in the gallery glass line. These are our ready-to-cut instant letting sheets. So this is just a roll of our instant letting. So we talked about the liquid letting, but one thing that a lot of our crafters talk about is sometimes if you struggle to have a steady hand, or you just struggle to get those really precise thin lines that you would prefer, this is a super, super great alternative to that. So this is our ready-to-cut instant letting sheets. How you use it is you place it into your electric cutting machine, something like a Cricut. We have actually a couple of free downloadable SVG files that you can use with this product on plaidonline.com, but you let it go through your cutting machine. It's a lot quicker because you don't have to wait for the instant letting to dry. And this is a really beautiful project that we made with it. So you remove your pattern from the cutting sheet, you place it onto a sheet of glass like this. You can pick up a frame from your local thrift store or your local home decor store. I love going to the thrift store. The frame aisle is one of my favorites because you can create some really beautiful works of art for super cheap like this. And then you go ahead and you fill your pattern in with the gallery glass paint, and then you have a stunning faux stained glass piece like this. But if you're new to gallery glass, that is a really great option for you. If you're a beginner and you don't love the way that your lines are coming out, that is a super, super great option. It's also really easy to personalize your projects too. You could put a last name in there, lots of really great options. But I do want to show you guys this. So this is our cuttable craft plastic. So this is also a brand new product that we released this year. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You can pipe your letting onto your cuttable craft plastic. Same kind of deal, you wait for it to dry, and then you fill it in with your gallery glass paint. And then once your gallery glass paint is dry, you take any regular scissors, no fancy scissors needed. You cut around the shape of your design, and you can create some really cool projects. So these are a couple of the Halloween inspired ones that we've done. So we used the cuttable plastic sheets for this cute little ghost. We created a bunch of these, and then we hung them from a black kind of like Christmas tree, and it is an adorable piece of home decor for, look familiar, for your Halloween decorating.
Which pattern is your favorite?
Oh gosh, that's so hard. I do love Halloween, so a lot of the Halloween patterns are some of my favorites. I love these little vampire teeth, but there's like dozens and dozens. I don't know how I could choose just one. If you guys are familiar with our Gallery Glass downloadable library, let me know if you have a favorite. I would love to hear about it.
Yes.
Okay, so that's one really cute idea to do with the cuttable plastic. This is another fabulous one. So this is a bookend that we made with Gallery Glass. As you can see, it's a really beautiful spider web. I mean, nobody would know that this is plastic. It looks like real, like stained glass, doesn't it, you guys? It's so beautiful. So again, we leaded this spider web pattern onto our cuttable plastic. Then we, filled in our Gallery Glass paint. We cut it down to size, and then it just slides right in to these wood pieces that have that inlay.
That's so cool.
Isn't that cool? This would be like the coolest thing ever to have on your bookshelf for Halloween. This is definitely an in-house favorite project. A lot of people love these Gallery Glass spider webs. They're so easy to do. We have lots of great Gallery Glass formulas that would work really, really well with a project like this.
And is that one of the patterns, or did someone freehand it?
Someone freehanded this actually, but if you're not confident in doing a spider web pattern like this, you could totally go online and find like a really easy spider web pattern like this. Print it out and then use that as your guide. Okay, so like I said, that's some of the beautiful, super easy crafts that you can make with some of our new products for Halloween. But I just wanted you guys to see a little bit about how Gallery Glass works if you're new to it, because it's a really awesome craft. So these are our traditional, Gallery Glass paints. We have a really great reference guide on plaidonline.com because some of the paints are transparent, some of the paints are more opaque. So if you want to make sure that you're, like I'll kind of show you guys here. See how some of this white is a little more opaque, but then we have this transparent clear, of course, and then I'll show you guys too on this pumpkin. This orange is transparent too. So it's really, you can achieve whatever look you want. You can see through it. See my hand? So on plaidonline.com, if you just look at the Gallery Glass catalog, it's really easy to see what colors are which. These are our traditional paints though, but we have a lot of newer, fun specialty paints that I think would be so great for Halloween. We have this Gallery Glass confetti. This is a little bit different than our regular Gallery Glass because it's our regular Gallery Glass formula, but it has different size particles of confetti glitter in it. So this is the green confetti, which would be super cute for Halloween. And it's a little bit different because we have this really great writer's tip for our traditional Gallery Glass formula. But as you can see here, this is a regular bottle top. So you just place this on a plate, and then you can actually use a regular brush to brush it on your project. We have different color leading. So this is our bronze, but we also have a silver and gold, so you can create different colored leading lines as opposed to the traditional black. We have Gallery Glass shimmer, which creates a really cool sparkly shimmer effect on your projects.
And does the Gallery Glass paint withstand all types of weather?
That's a great question. So I like to kind of think of it as Gallery Glass is better for indoor projects. It's better for the inside of windows, for mirrors, things like that. But if you're looking for a glass paint very similar to our Gallery Glass that has a very similar kind of like blown glass effect that will withstand elements like that, then you want to check out our Folk Art Murano paint. That's a brand new paint that we released this year. A little bit similar to Gallery Glass, but it is more durable for those outdoor elements. That's a really great option. This is our Gallery Glass Iridescent. We have lots of different colors of our iridescent, but I just love this paint. You can see The background of this pumpkin is with one of our iridescent colors, and it's just so fun and perfect for Halloween, I think. But let me show you guys how to do gallery glass. So one thing that I like to tell everybody who's just starting out is you want to follow your letting lines. So what I mean by that is you want to apply the gallery glass right up to the black. And the reason I say that is because you want to make sure that all of the, how do I say this? You want to make sure that the paint, when it dries, is flush against those letting lines, because if you're thinking of making something like a cling and you want it to be removable so that you can keep peeling it off and putting it back to how you want it, then you want to make sure that all of the different colors are touching so that you don't have any holes in your project, if that makes sense. So this is our lavender. It's a really pretty purple color. And I'm going to kind of do like a makeup artist inspired look here, like we have lip liner going on our vampire lips. But the fun part about gallery glass is that you can really get creative with it. You can do some really cool blending techniques. It's not just, you know, oh, fill in the paint and then you're done. It totally can be if that's what you're looking for, but if you want to get a little bit more artistic and painterly and creative with it, then you also have that option, which I think is really cool. I'm trying to think. I may need a paper towel in a second. If one of my helpers could set me up with that. Here it is. Okay. So we have a really great gallery glass tool pack as well. And one of the things that comes in the tool pack is this really great tool that will help even out the paint in your pattern. So what I'm doing is I'm just creating these little swirls, and really this is just making sure that the paint is nice and flat and it's all even, and I'm also making sure that I'm pushing the paint up to all of the corners of my design to make sure that it's touching that black. Thank you so much. All right, so yeah, this is a really great spreading tool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing with this darker purple here, swirling it around, and then I'm going to go up and down, back and forth, so we kind of create this like blended ombre effect on our vampire lips. So that's one lip down. This is our black onyx. Oh, you know what? Another great thing for you guys to remember at home is the gallery glass paint. You want to make sure that once you're done using a color, just make sure to stick that lid back on, because you don't want to have the paint dry and potentially clog that tip. If the tip does clog, you can just use something like a push pin or like a paper clip and just kind of poke the clog out, and then it's ready to use again, but you know, that takes more time. So if you can avoid it, why not? Okay, so sometimes you get these little bubbles in your gallery glass. I like to just take my metal tool and tap the back side of it, and you can see those bubbles pop. Super easy if you don't want any bubbles in your design. Some people kind of like the bubbles because that's more realistic to like traditional stained glass. You will actually see bubbles in the glass sometimes, but if you don't want those bubbles, super easy to get rid of. This is our black onyx. I'm going to fill in the open part of our vampire's mouth. Another thing I will say is the gallery glass, when you first apply it onto your project, it won't be like the exact color that it'll dry to. So that's another good thing to remember. If you want to see how the paint will dry and what it'll look like when it's done, then again, that gallery glass catalog is super easy to find for free, of course, on plaidonline.com. So check that out if you just want to see it for reference. Like this black onyx color, you can see it looks very gray, but this is the same color when it's dry. So it's very different. It's kind of like a fun surprise too. Like, ooh, what's it gonna dry to? That's part of the fun, I think. This is white pearl, so it's this beautiful pearlescent white color. That's what I'm going to use for our vampire teeth. And don't forget, we want to do this for every color. Swirl our paint around. Make sure it's touching all the sides. It's extra important when you're making clings, and it just evens out that paint. And then, again, I'm going to apply the lipstick to the bottom here. This is such a fun craft to do with kids. I've done this craft with kids before, and it's just like one of those projects that's so magical to create something that looks, a little bit different than how it's going to look when it dries. Just adds to the wow factor. When you're crafting with anybody with gallery glass, but especially with kids, and then they get to walk away with these super cute little clings that they can place on their mirror, on their window. This is a really fun way to decorate classrooms, I think. I remember a lot of my teachers at school having like super fun seasonal clings on their windows. This is a really great way to do that sort of thing for, really inexpensively. So again, whenever I have two colors like this that I'm blending, I like to focus on one color at first to even out the texture of our paint and to make sure that it's touching all of our leading, and then focus on another color, even all that out, and then I like to focus on the actual blending of the two colors together. So I'm just going back and forth. I am touching our plastic sheet on the bottom here. So you can, go back and forth like how I was doing. You can make these little swirls. Up to you. But yeah, so once your gallery glass pattern, your little cling is complete, you want to leave it somewhere where it will not get disturbed to dry for 24 hours so you don't like accidentally get too eager, touch a finger in it, or like something like your hair clip flies off into it. I don't know if that would actually happen, but you just want to leave it alone. Don't touch it. I know it's tempting for 24 hours. And then once it dries, thank you, you have a really cool cling like this that's removable. It doesn't look as sticky on the plastic, but it's much stickier on glass surfaces, plexiglass surfaces, mirror-like surfaces, and then they last for years and years and years. A great way to store your clings if you want to make some for Halloween this year and then make sure that they're usable again next year is wax paper. So you just place your cling on a sheet of wax paper, you fold the wax paper, don't fold the cling, but fold it over, put some tape on it, place it in a box, and then it's ready to use again next year. So yeah, those are some of my very favorite craft tools and paints and Mod Podge formulas to use for Halloween. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are going to pick a winner in a second, so stick around. Make sure to go to plaidonline.com to buy any of the products that you saw us use today. Caitlin, do you want to go ahead and pick somebody?
JP Castillo.
Yay, JP Castillo, congratulations. So JP, make sure to message Plaid Crafts on Facebook. Let us know that you were the winner of our giveaway today. We'll get your information going so that you can receive your free goodies for Halloween. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And make sure to tune in tomorrow, same time, for our Bucilla Halloween goodies. So that's going to be really fun. We're going to show you all of the Halloween inspired Bucilla kits for you guys to craft with this year. Thanks guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.